It's going to come on, ladies and gentlemen. Make you feel very welcome on three. Start the round of applause. 1, 2, 3, go! Round the stage, James Johnson.
Hello! Hello! I have to start right off the bat. I am regretting the dungarees, I'm going to be honest. Because apparently they're in fashion, but people just keep thinking that I'm a gay plumber. Which I'm not. Well, I am. You know what I mean. But also, I'm regretting this top as well, because I didn't really think when I came out, and I know exactly what I look like on a Sunday night in Liverpool. Looks like I'm on the tail end of a 4-day stag do when we're all dressed as minions and all the other lads have just fucked up. Not that I've ever been on any stag do's. I know, get your jaw off the floor, you. But I have been on an awful lot of lesbian hen weekends. There's one in. No, I've been on loads of lesbian hen weekends. They're a great laugh. The last one I went on was 80s themed. Well, it wasn't officially 80s themed. It was just in Blackpool. No, but you know what? We went paintballing. Well done, girls, for breaking those stereotypes. We went paintballing. God, it brought out a really weird side of me. I realised that I'm a real weird mix of stone cold killer, but also very health and safety conscious. So I constantly kept alternating between, die, you bastard, die, and keep those goggles on, girls. We don't want a PJ and Duncan scenario on our hands. But it was nice. It was nice because it was one of the first things that I did after, all the lockdowns. And we went on this hen weekend, and it was great. Because it was depressing, wasn't it, the lockdowns? It was rough. And I was thinking, though, imagine if Corona had happened about 20 years ago. I think it would have been even worse, don't you? Because not only would science have not been as advanced, and we wouldn't have had things, like Facebook and Skype and Zoom, we would have all been locked in our houses listening to the latest Dido CD and... Quite frankly, I don't think the Samaritans would have had enough people to man the helplines. Some people never know who Dido is. Who doesn't know who Dido is? Put your hand up, it's all right. Okay. So, yeah, the young'uns. So, do you know Billie Eilish? Yeah, okay. So, imagine Billie Eilish, but you can hear the words that she's actually singing. She wears jeans and a nice top, and she looks like an HR manager from Cheadle Hulme. That's Dido. No, I actually, I wrote a play in lockdown. I know, I'm not just camp and ginger, I'm also bourgeois. Hashtag triple threat. The play is called Caught Between a Cock and a Hard Place. It's a gripping 1-hour monologue about a Welsh poultry farmer's struggle to survive in post-Brexit Britain. We have actually managed to secure some funding for a tour next September, so if you are near a little chef on the A1, pop in! Nah, but also something very exciting happened to me in lockdown. I moved in with my partner. Yeah? Don't get too excited. He plays Dungeons & Dragons 3 times a week with 6 men called Nigel. He has his own problems he's working through. Do we have any Dungeons & Dragons players in the house? Are you the science fiction person? Because normally it goes together. No. Well... One, I don't know what to do. Nobody's ever admitted it before. Does your mum know you're here? No. No. Okay. I have a. Well, you played Dungeons and Dragons. I have a bone to pick with you people. Yeah. We all know what it is, Dungeons and Dragons. So yeah. No. Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter. But I tell you what, for a whimsical fantasy game, there's an awful lot of fucking rules. Oh yeah, they don't like it when you break the rules. I'm banned. Not allowed to play anymore. Apparently, it's unrealistic when Diana Ross and the Supremes suddenly appear in the Enchanted Forest. Apparently, it disrupts the game if every time a witch appears, I burst into a rousing rendition of I Put a Spell on You. Well, I'm sorry, it disrupts the game even more when you fling the board across the table and go, sod the lot of you, I'm off to drink Pinot Grigio, but that's by the by. No, but we did all the moving ourselves this time because last time I moved house, my parents helped me, and God, it was a disaster. It was fine until the end of the day when we'd moved everything, and then we used the empty van at the end of the day to go and get the new sofa that I'd bought. And, you know, we put my mum in the back as a sort of counterweight. And it was all going fine until my dad took a roundabout a bit too enthusiastically. And we heard the immortal words, "Oh my God, it's on casters!" Now, I don't know if you've ever seen a 70-year-old woman shoot out the back of a Ford Transit van. Straddled atop a two-seater Laura Ashley banquette, but it is quite a sight, I'll give you that. Luckily, there was no lasting damage. And my mum was fine as well, but... no, but I tell you what, people keep asking us as well, though, because we're living together when we're going to adopt a child. Not anytime soon. It's taken us 3 years to choose Von Dusek, we like, for Christ's sake. No, I think it's very rude asking questions like that. People's standards are slipping, I think. People have got no standards nowadays. We went to a wedding the other week. There was a woman in Crocs. Crocs! At a wedding. Somebody said, well, she has got problems with her feet. I said, I can see that. There's 2 Crocs on them. It got worse. It got worse. It was my cousin's wedding, yeah. We're at the meal, yeah. There's another woman on our table. She turns to me and then turns to my partner, Robert, and goes, well, obviously, you can see that you're a puff, but you can't really see it in him. Thanks, Nana, for that one. It did Robert's ego no good. Oh, God, he was a nightmare all the way home. People don't know I'm gay. People don't know I'm gay. Said, please, you're doing a part-time PhD in the history of the corset. People know. No, but I was a really weird kid, so I don't think I would be a very good, father. I don't really know how to deal, with children, unlike some people. No, but, and also, kids these days scare me. Anybody got kids? Yeah. I don't mean to alarm anybody, but did you know that 11% of 11-year-olds are problem gamblers? It's true. Which I assume means the other 89% are totally fine and can stop whenever they like, but what it is, it's gambling in games like Fortnite and FIFA. Not what I thought. Load of 11-year-olds in the school uniforms in Ladbrokes waiting for the 14:35 from Aintree. £2 each way on afternoon delight, please, Margaret, and another Ibina when you've got a minute. It's not that. Nah. But also, like, I was a very strange child because my parents had me very late in life, and there's a big gap between me and my sister. Anybody else got a big gap between them and their siblings? Just to clarify, I'm talking age-wise, not emotionally. I'm on the clock here. We haven't got time for that. No, I've got a 21-year age gap between me and my sister. Yeah. There's no other siblings between us. Same parents. They were just very busy for 2 decades, clearly. But it turns you into such a creepy child when you have older parents. Because when you learn to speak, you learn to speak from your parents. Which meant when I was 8, I sounded like a 50-year-old housewife from Sunderland. Children's birthday party. What, now, well, Pallian. No, it's fine, no. No, but the thing is, though, but children's birthday parties, everybody else's, the party's finished, everybody's been collected by a parent or a guardian or Prince Andrew. Everybody else, my mum's here, bye. Me leaving the party, I'm nowhere near where the other children are. I'm in an apron in a kitchen helping all the divorced mothers wash up. Hey, Sheila, you've put on such a fabulous spread of food and drink. The bands have really enjoyed it. Oh, and it can't have been easy because you've just put your mum in a home this week, haven't you? I know, darling. But look at this cake. It looks like Nigella herself made it. I dare to tell the girls at Weight Watchers how much I've had today. I'll have to do a Green Day tomorrow. Oh, no, that's Slimming World, isn't it? Hey, darling, me carriage awaits. I'll see you next Tuesday at the Bring and Buy sale. Bye, darling, bye. I got so bullied. Huh? I got so bullied. But I did sort of bring it on myself a bit. I thought I was a little bit better than all the other kids. They'd be on one side of the playground, with their Tamagotchis, playing British Bulldog. I'd be on the other side with my Walkman. Listen to the silky smooth stallions of Sade. Hosting a cheese and wine evening for me and my 6 imaginary friends. It Richard, that's fascinating. How long have you been working in the petrochemical industry? And Bert, how long have you been the ghost of a Victorian chimney sweep? That's weird. I had an imaginary friend, yeah, Bert, ghost of a Victorian chimney sweep. And when we looked at the census, we did see that there had been a Victorian chimney sweep who had lived and died in our house. Which is very strange because the house was only built in 1984, but... And I had different tastes in music. I had very different tastes in music. Everybody else looked daft, Daft Punk. I loved The Cause. Oh, I love The Cause. I love their song, Go On, Leave Me Breathless. Although I will say, when the CD has been ripped from your hands in the playground by Wayne from Year 11 and he has your throat in a vice-like grip shouting, why can't you just be normal? The lyrics do take on a slightly different meaning. But I'll leave you with this. The weirdest thing about it all, about having such a long, such a big gap between you and your sister, is that people constantly assume that your sister is your mother, which, obviously she... Anyway, that's been my time. It's lovely to meet you. Bye-bye.